shines. It's time to shine. A day is made by his grand design. So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Tuesday morning. How are you this morning? I am great, and I hope that you are also ready to take on today, this last week of July. What a day yesterday. I tell you, it was crazy busy. You know, I love crazy busy. It's going to even be crazier busy today, which I love. I'm just working on some programming, working on some end of the month stuff. Actually, we no longer have a P.O. box after 41 years. I decided to end that because it really wasn't doing any good. And I'm trying to go through different things. And if I don't need it, why have it? You know, sometimes we just keep stuff because we feel, well, we've had it for so long. Or you feel an obligation. I don't know what obligation I felt like to the post office. But, you know, you feel whatever. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to end that. So ended that yesterday. Went and got an estimate for some upholstery work done on my SUV. Ordered some t-shirts for the other business. I was just doing the checkoff list yesterday and got so much done before those afternoon showers. These crazy afternoons have been, yes, on my migraines, but so thankful that I've been able to push through. So thankful that there has been minimal damage here to WAPN. We did get hit by lightning. So just trying to figure out what that actually did. I know that somebody on our tower affected big time. With us, I'm still waiting to see the aftermath of it. I think it hit the air conditioning system. I think that is what it hit. So Tim and I were talking last night about what plan we want to do if it's a big repair. So thinking about that, and you know, constantly, it's always doing something at the station. And people go, well, why do you get hit by lightning so much? Yes, we are grounded, just so everybody, I know no insurance does not cover it because it's an act of God. Yes, we have a 350-foot lightning rod out the back door. So those are reasons why. But, you know, if we did not have a tower here, we would have to rent space off another tower, microwave it over there. So either way, it washes out. But do need to figure out the AC thing today. So pray for us as I'm doing that. Maybe you'd like to donate to WAPN for the over and above. How we stay on the air is the day-to-day ministries of WAPN. And we appreciate them so much. That keeps us going, keeps everything going. But the over and above, like the music and the streaming and the repairs, that is by you listeners. And we really appreciate all you listeners. Maybe you've thought, hey, I always wondered how they stayed on the air. Well, that's how we stay on the air. So if you've thought about supporting Christian radio and you haven't done it, this would be a great time to do it. We're located at 1508 State Avenue right here in Holy Hill. You can come by the radio station. You can drop it in the mail drop. You can go to our website, WAPN.net, and donate right there. But your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever, really make a big difference here at WAPN. So if you're wondering how I get the music, we pay for it. If you're wondering how we stream it everywhere, we pay for it. So, and you know, I love social media. I know it can be bittersweet. You can say, well, but for media, it is wonderful. You know, we stream all of our stuff on our website, WAPN.net. We have an Apple app, WAPN Radio. We Twitter. We Instagram, we Facebook, and of course, we're live on the air. Oh, and we YouTube. So we try to do a little bit of everything. I'm not a TikToker, and I don't think I'll ever be a TikToker, but the more social media is a great way to get you out there because everybody listens different ways. I'm old school. I still listen to on a radio, yes, or I do my app. I do love the app, but each of us listens a different way. So I'd love to find out how you listen, where you listen, what's your favorite show, what you don't like. I love information. It's all important to determine what I do for WAPN and how I keep things going and stuff like that, because people don't realize that when I get information from y'all that you like a program or you don't like something, it helps me determine if we're going to keep it on WAPN or we're going to push it a little harder or what we're going to do. I know the rock show has been a big thing. We started this last several months. I guess it was in January. I'm trying to think the exact month we started. but we are several months into it. Every night, 6 p.m., we do have a Friday morning little thing that we've been trying, and we are running Friday and Saturday nights for 2 hours last week to see if you were listening, if you liked it, what you were doing. So I would love to know how you listen, where you listen, and what you like. And that would be an awesome thing. You can text me. You can email me. Email's probably the best, WAPN@WAPN.net, because, I work crazy hours. And so that way I can grab it and listen to, answer you when it's convenient for both of us. Also, if you are a person that is looking for airtime, you can email me right there, WAPN@WAPN.net, and I would love to talk to you about radio. I have the fourth Thursday of the month available for prayer line from 12 to 1, just that one prayer line a month from 12 to 1, unless it's a fifth month like this month, we have that extra one. But if you've ever thought, hey, I'd love to do a prayer line, I just can't commit, well, you can commit once a month. Take your lunch hour, come on over and do prayer line the fourth Thursday of the month. From 12 to 1, or like I said, when there is a fifth month, we do have that available also. I know there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend for back to school. Can you believe back to school is less than 2 weeks away? So I am putting up a whole bunch of flyers that people have sent me and I've grabbed and stuff. So head on over to WAPN's Facebook, scroll down. I'm going to put as many flyers as I get up about information going on in our neighborhood. If you have information and you have not got it to me yet, send it over to WAPN@WAPN.net. Well, I was up super early this morning. I mean, literally, I was up at midnight. And then I got back up at like 2, and I have been up since. And I was praying, and I was trusting God, and I was doing my thankfulness. And my friend, Kathleen, is in Las Vegas, and she is on hospice, and she's been dealing with some breathing issues this week. And I think I was just, thinking about her. And, I was with her the night I met my husband over 34 years ago. And so Kathleen and I were friends before that. She was the one that took Yvonne to her first major, dream wedding at Disney World. And we have been friends forever. We both worked at Walmart together. If you did not know that about me, I worked at Walmart 41 years ago in the shoe department. And Kathleen and I became friends. And so we've known each other a very, very, very long time. Actually, when Tim and I went to Las Vegas, we stopped and saw her and Brandon. And so I was just, up thinking about her this morning, and for God to touch her body. If her body is tired and she's ready to go on home to the Lord, let it be easily and quickly and no pain. She is suffering right now. And I called yesterday, and she had just got out of the hospital again. And, that is not living. That's not the Kathleen I know. Everybody says, are you flying out there? I want to remember the Kathleen that I knew. And, so I called and I left a message for her to listen to. And so thankful that we have phones and that we have technology and that we can do all that. I thought later on today I would do a video and send it to her. But thankful that she is at home on hospice. Thankful that Brandon has stepped up and is taking care of his mother and stuff. And those are moments, even though they seem really hard, it is going to be so worth it when Kathleen is gone. So if you have a moment today, if you could just stop and pray for my friend Kathleen, that the Lord's will on her life and whatever his plan is, that it be peaceful for Kathleen and no pain. That's really important to me. So I was thinking about Kathleen early this morning. And then I was thinking about workers. I know it's 113 degrees out there. I know it's hot. I know that everybody is stretched thin. We are all stretched thin. We all got busy lives and we all have excuses. But, I was raised, when you make a commitment, you show up. You show up on time. You show up ready to work. You show up, happy, and you do whatever you got to do. And I just feel that lately businesses have been suffering. I had to stop by a business yesterday actually a couple businesses yesterday. And every single business I stopped by, it zapped my joy. I'm just not going to tell you that it didn't zap my joy. It zapped my joy. Being it that nobody even greeted me, that finally somebody came to help me, and then they didn't have any information, and it was like I was wasting their time. And I was like, really? Aren't we the people that are buying from your small business? Aren't we how we're keeping you going? So that was an episode. And then I went to another small business and, I had to wait around and finally got help from that business. And then I feel like they were priced out of the market by so much, but I realized things cost a lot, but I just felt like it was like nonchalant and like, well, this is what I do it for. And this is when I have time to do it. And I don't know. I just felt like you didn't even care to give me a card or information or anything. It was like I was bothering you. And so that was like, okay. And then the third business I went to, I was not even treated like a human being. I was treated like I was a waste of their time. And so I encourage you, if you are a small business and you're, be smiling, greet people as they come in. Don't bring it to work with you. Whatever is going on in your life, don't bring it to work with you. And, those customers are which keep your lights on, the roof over your head and the different things. So, treat them a little bit better. I was just really shocked yesterday as I was cruising around town and all the small businesses that were like that. I am a small business owner. We've had WAPN for 41 years now, and I love this place. And yes, we're by appointment only. Radio is a little bit different. Well, I think everything is different since COVID, that we are mostly by appointment now. But that means return your calls. That means return your texts or your emails. So we can make that appointment so that we can, work around the schedules and different things like that. And so I pride myself in that at WAPN, and I hope that I do the best that I can at WAPN. I'm sure I fall short, but I do appreciate each and every one of you ministries that's on WAPN. I appreciate each and every one of you listeners that are on a part of WAPN, and everyone that sponsors WAPN and gives me feedback. Thank you for being part of the WAPN family. Thank you for being understanding when I'm stretched, really stretched. Thank you for when I have an appointment that I am shut down or whatever. And I appreciate that we make appointments, and that I appreciate that we juggle life together and that we do life together. And I think that that is the most important thing, is that we don't take each other for granted. I appreciate you so much, and I'm thankful for your business, and I'm thankful for your ministry, and I'm thankful for the time and the effort that you put into WAPN. So I was just praying for all that early this morning, and just thinking about, people that don't show up, they make an appointment and they don't show up, or they show up exhausted because of this and that, like they're doing you a favor. Where did the old working force of America go? I was raised on, you do your job and you do it to the best of your ability. You show up and you show up early. If you're not 10 minutes early, you're late. I'd rather sit in your parking lot than to be late. And I think that we've lost that somehow. And so I'm speaking to small businesses and the entrepreneurs and praying for you that God send you the best workers, and that God send you the best clients, and that your time multiplies and you're able to fulfill all your orders and take care of everything you need, because you are the backbone of the America. You are the people that keep us going. And so we appreciate the small businesses. We appreciate the entrepreneurs, and I am so thankful for them. So as you're out and about today and you're cruising around or whatever you're doing, and you see a small business person, thank them. Or you have an employee that shows up on time, thank them. And, go that extra little mile, because you don't know what that other person's going through, but they shouldn't bring it to their job. And, I was just shocked yesterday. I just really was, when I was like, it was just weird. So pray for, like I said, the small businesses and the entrepreneurs of our community. Well, let's get this day going. I'm excited to see what God's going to do this Tuesday. My favorite today is, love me some favor. Continue expecting God's favor in the midst of your challenges. So no matter what is going on, just continue to look for God's favor. He's got it. He's got you. He gave you an idea. He gave you a vision. He's provided for you. He's worked it out. So now just look every day for whatever his plan is, and he's got you. It is Tuesday, July 28, 2026. The weather today, 92 with a low of 75, but the heat index again is like 108 today. So hydrate. Madison, 95 with a low of 75. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Tiffany and Olivia and Michelle and Nicole and Kate and everybody else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Today is National Milk Chocolate Today. I love chocolate. So, and it's funny, I think I love it, but I don't love it as much as I used to love it. There was a time in my life that I couldn't go a day without it. I think that that's just part of life. And then now I just like it. So milk chocolate day, of course, I could go for a donut and it's cold milk. I know I've had donuts on the brain lately. It is a full moon out there in the African dust. I know when I came outside today this morning, it was like there's a haze over the moon, but I could see that there was a full moon behind there. We all have a wonderful, great Tuesday. I am praying for you as you pray for me.